Okay, so we've kind of taken a long sort of route around to understanding how a room is going to relate to a corridor. Okay? So to make it simple for you guys, I will tell you right now that the rooms can either be 2 foot 8 inches below the corridor, or the rooms can be 2 foot 8 inches higher than the corridor. They cannot be at the same level as the corridor because that will create a coplanar condition. Okay? So they can either go down as that one is shown, or they can go up as I'm showing here. One or the other. And the distance up or down from the corridor is 2 foot 8 inches. Okay? Any questions about that? All right. So this is kind of like, this is kind of like a puzzle. You've got all these rules that are the puzzle pieces, and then you've got to figure out, how this thing goes together. I could also say that this is like a math word problem, but nobody likes math word problems, so I'll leave those out. I do, but a lot of people don't. Okay? So does that make sense? It can either go up or down, but it cannot be flush. Because if it is flush, you have a coplanar condition. So that is no. It has to go up 2 foot 8. Okay? Now, depending on whether you go up or you go down, right, you're going to have different stair conditions. All right? So someone brought up to me the fact that, okay, so when we're going down, the stairs are going to fit inside the bedroom. If we go up, can they be in the bedroom or do they have to be in the corridor? And the simple short answer to that is they can be in both, but they probably would be better in the corridor leading up to the bedroom. Okay? That make sense? All right. So that's the rules that are going to govern how you guys arrange, how you guys are going to arrange your corridors to your bedrooms. All right? And so right now, we started out earlier discussing about views. So you guys see how intricate and complex design can be? There's a lot of things to take into consideration. We have to take into consideration stepping of the topography. We have to take into consideration where the views are. We have to think about the adjacency. What rooms would be best put with which rooms? We have to think about what it looks like. Oh, we're trying to avoid these coplanar conditions because they're kind of dull. They don't really express each of the volumes as separate pieces. All of that's happening at the same time. Okay? So a lot of you have made, a few of you made comments, oh, this is kind of restrictive, right? You guys aren't allowing me to turn things sideways or to, go in different directions and stuff. That's because it's hard enough thinking about all of that other stuff, and then when you try to complicate it even more, people just can't do it. So first, we start out in Design 1 with these very delimited, sort of restricted things so that you can wrap your head around all of those variables. So, recapping David's design, right? He took advantage of the view. He stepped with the topography, right? He zoned it so that the 3 bedrooms were together. The library was off on its own, and the bedroom was, or not the bedroom, but the living room, dining room, kitchen was off to the front. Okay? I made one suggestion that he put this on the other side of the corridor so he had more room, right, on this side to spread these out evenly. Okay? So now what I need you all to do is analyze your design based on that criteria. Are your rooms all grouped together so that that's the corridor that you wouldn't be comfortable going down the corridor singing 99 bottles of beer on the wall, right? Because your friends could be sleeping in that area. Now, if you were in the living room, you could sing 99 bottles of beer on the wall. but not down that corridor. That corridor is quiet. And likewise, the corridor leading to the library is also quiet. Okay? So we're going to group the bedrooms together. This is the noisiest room in the house. It's going to be on its own end of the other corridor. And then we're going to put this on the other end of the corridor. And this can be done in a linear fashion. So for example, I could put this at one end, this at the other end, take my two corridors, put them between, and then put all of my rooms in between those. Does that still accomplish the same thing? A quiet room, privacy rooms, noisy room. They're all separated.
How do the two corridors have to intersect one another? Do they have to be?
There's going to have to be a 2'8" differential between them.
Okay.
So again, if you do that, now you're no matter what, where the two corridors come together, you're going to have stairs.
Okay.
And you're going to have to figure them out the same way. Okay? So, that gives you all some criteria to think about. So, question. Do my rooms have a view? Right? They got to have a view, because rooms are one of the things that people are going to want a view out of. Does my living room, dining room, kitchen have a view, and does it avoid the bad views? Am I segregating the privacy? So with that criteria, with that information, I'm going to ask you guys to take your designs back and then rethink your designs. Yours is pretty well set, with the exception of this thing, figuring out what side of the corridor it goes up. Okay? And also not lifting it way up like that. Any questions? So take your designs back to your desks and adjust them based on this criteria. All right, you can stop that video.